Inventories are lovely and amazing and a crucial part of many video games, but I just can't help but hate them. I made a video about my struggles with trees and you all loved it, so now it's time I make a video about my struggle with inventories. I'm curious, if you could have a real-life inventory of 5 random items that you own, what would they be? I'll go first. A cat hamburger, my new kitten Clover, Garfield but he's ballin', the entire Lego Home Alone set, and this marble in particular. If you're a new subscriber or you're just not caught up to speed, Gelli World is a slime raising farming game set on floating islands where you can play however you want. I began work on this game over 2 years ago, but I actually restarted the progress because it was way too similar to Stardew Valley and other games, and it just wasn't unique enough. The inventory in the original version of Gelli World was this little hotbar on the bottom, and the only true way to actually access your full inventory was to go into a chest, which was really weird. When you hover over an item, it would say the name of it and the sell price. You could pick items up and swap stacks around and split them in half and put those halves in there. And it was a functioning inventory system. You only started off with 9 slots and you had to unlock the other slots by spending your monies. The backing itself was made out of this thing that I drew. The thought process behind it was like, I'm gonna make this, I think they're called like a 9 patch. And basically, you can take this thing and you can scale it infinitely if you ever need to. You know, take this and repeat it, and it works. And I could just do that infinitely for whatever. As you probably saw in the footage that I just showed you, the scaling of it when it's in the UI compared to everything else looks really ugly. It's like terrible mixels. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have just drew the inventory and just did it like a big boy instead of being a lazy boy. Comment down below in the chat if you're a lazy boy. I'm not talking about like the chairs. But yeah, also comment down below if you're a chair. I also had the item slots themselves. An item would just go slap into the middle of that. And then when you hovered over it, it would become this lighter color to just show you like, hey, this is the one you're hovered over. And of course we have the locks. I think the locks are the best part. I think I did a pretty good job drawing these locks. It was supposed to feel awesome when you unlock this one because it's like, oh, I just got the gemstone upgrade, dude. I'm so cool. We are now in one of the earliest builds of Gelli World. I mean, look at all this stuff that's going on. There's like mountains in the background. I just added in the art of the floating islands. Originally, it wasn't even gonna be on floating islands. Got the ugly trees. So in this version, I made it so that you actually walk around and pick up items and you hold them above your head, and then when you press E, you'll slap it into your inventory. Very nice and easy process there. But I did something really weird. I had this idea that you would have to put all of your items in like different storage crates and things like that. So you only had 9 inventory slots available, and that's the maximum. So I don't even have these rows below unlocked. But at the maximum amount was going to be 9. I have no idea what I was thinking. But you can very easily take items out of the inventory, and that was it. You couldn't move them around or do anything like that. The only thing you could do is take them out and put them in. So I had crates that you could actually take your items and shove it in the crate. And then when you look in the crate, I got some items in this crate, and this crate in particular could only hold 3 items. What was I thinking? Here's actually the last version of that inventory, and you can probably see there's a bunch of different things going on here. First of all, there was a lot more items, and also I had the different upgrades. So this was upgrade 1, you had the 1 row, and then the 2 rows, and then the 3 rows. And if you're wondering what this slot right here is, this is where your hat would go. I had this thing going on where I'd have a little picture and then words, so this would be here, and then it would say inventory. But I don't know why I actually had that. I don't really think it looked that great, honestly. Here's what that newer inventory looked like actually in-game. So I had the inventory here. I could pick stuff up and put it in stacks and move it around and stuff. That was the only functionality, was like switching things around. You couldn't actually like split stacks or anything at this point. And also you could take your hat off, and now I don't have a hat on, and then I can put my hat on. Yay, hats. And if you entered a chest, you would have this sort of chest inventory, which was really annoying. And I don't know why I coded this way, because like I can't go up here, I can't go up, I can't go up. I have to go over to here, and then I can go up. It was awful. I hated it. I hate inventories, drama in the video. And that brings us to what the inventory looks like now, kind of. if you get rid of this thing, I wanted to keep this in here to show you that when I first made this inventory, I had the idea that like when you would hover over an item, it would like say all of these things, like what season you could plant it, and a description, and how much hunger it gives you, and stamina, and magic, and whatnot. I don't even know what any of this stuff is. What even is that, a blueberry? And it would be great to show you that, hey, you don't have these unlocked. And then it would be this darker color, and then a lighter color when you've hovered over it, and then the hat slot would be white. I'll explain it in a different video, but I'm getting rid of seasons and stuff like that, so I don't need any of this information here. It's irrelevant, so I can just get rid of it. No, get rid of it. Get out of here. There we go. Look, now the inventory looks good. I've changed all the menus in the game to be this more sleek and simple design. The actual slots themselves have this like 3D kind of raised button kind of look, and I think it looks really cool. And then for a little bit of extra flair and polish, I added these cute little jelly faces every once in a while, and I think they're adorable. This brings us to the current version of Jelly World right now, and this is all work in progress, so ignore some of the things you're seeing on the screen. I got this hand that points towards the item you're actually hovered over, so it's like, oh, campfire recipe, I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna put it over here. Or it's like, oh, I'm gonna take this leaf and I'm gonna swap it with that and then put it over there. Of course, you can also just, boom, take something out of the inventory, it works like that, and then just, boom, slap it back in the inventory, and there it goes. A cool brand new feature is you can pick up just one of an item, so if you want to grab a specific amount, you can do that quite easily. And of course, you can grab half a stack. It also works with chest inventories, and everything just works. It's good, and it works, and it's awesome, and I love it. It also works with hats, so I can like put a hat on and then go in here and just like take the hat off. And now I don't have a hat on. Dang, my farm is so overgrown. This is disgusting. I need to fix what's going on here.